go. Please don't go.
Look at your classmates, every single one is successful. And you? A middle-aged loser, no car, no house, no savings, making me live in this dump for 3 years. Enough, I want a divorce.
All these years I've been just a low-level attending, treating minor ailments like colds and fevers, complex procedures. I never get to touch them. So pathetic. My old classmates are all middle class and they all look down on me. Now my wife is leaving me too. Past 40, life is downhill. I'm a total failure. No, I can't accept this. Director. I'm resigning.
Have you thought this through?
For over 10 years I've only assisted in basic surgeries. My medical skills haven't improved at all. Even junior nurses boss me around. A life without dignity. I've had enough of it. Just sign it, Director.
Level 1 critical condition, 9 years old, cardiac and respiratory arrest.
One last chance to save face. I want one success to end the first half of my life.
Late bloom system loaded. Please claim your starter gift. Master level vacuum negative pressure intubation. Save a person with this skill. To unlock adaptive surgery based on task completion and overall score, you will receive corresponding rewards. Higher scores yield better rewards. Adaptive surgery? It refers to the surgery that is needed most right now.
A system? Is this real? It's real. Admission CT scan shows a large, mixed density mass in the left thoracic cavity. Margins are fairly clear. It spans the entire left thoracic cavity, the anterior mediastinum, and involves the right anterior chest. The family insisted on a needle biopsy, but during the procedure, an accident occurred. The patient suffered sudden cardiac arrest.
As needle stimulation to the vagus nerve triggered a reflex coronary artery spasm, given the patient's already poor cardiopulmonary function, it triggered an immediate cardiac arrest. Keep resuscitating. Heartbeat is back, but the tumor is too large. The left lung is completely compressed. Prepare for intubation now. Follow standard protocol to establish ventilation.
Director, wait. Intubating now could worsen ventilation. The patient will be in danger.
Caleb, if your skills and experience were better than mine, you would be the one operating on this patient right now. Right here, don't waste time.
But.
No buts. Go back to doing your job.
The tumor spans left to right anterior chest. The trachea is displaced by over 1 centimeter. If intubated via standard protocol, the tube tip will get stuck in the angle between the tumor and tracheal wall. Ventilation will definitely worsen.
Looking good, he's stabilized. Ventilation worsening. Oh no. He was right.
Director, let me try.
Are you crazy? Even the director couldn't do it. A nobody like you dares to step in. Who'll take responsibility if he dies? He can handle a case this complex. How could I believe that?
The intubation angle is wrong. The standard route is completely blocked. Switch to the femoral vessels. Use negative pressure suction. Go around the compression point.
Caleb never says anything but yes, fine, I'll do it. What's gotten into him today? Why does he keep interfering with this surgery? The success rate for this surgery is already low. If we follow the standard procedure, the child has a 99% chance of dying. Might as well let Caleb take over. His credentials are in order. If something goes wrong, it's malpractice, and we're covered. Besides, he already resigned. If anything goes wrong, he'll bear the responsibility. Fine, you do it. If something goes wrong, it's on you. I'm giving you this chance. You'd better have some real skill.
In that head of yours, or else, let's see how he gets out of this. He actually went ahead and showed off.
System, oh system. I hope you're the real deal and can turn this around for me. Late bloom, you'd better come through.
This flawless technique, how is that possible? Is he still that good for nothing, Caleb Miller?
Am I seeing things? That speed. That's unbelievably fast.
Drainage has been restored.
Adjust the priming fluid ratio. 500 of balanced electrolyte solution, 1000 of hydroxyethyl starch, 20 of albumin. Prepare the cold cardioplegia.
Do as he says. This technique, even I don't know how to do it. He really was hiding his abilities. Was he pretending to be useless for years?
This makes no sense.
Preliminary evidence confirms.
The late bloom system is fairly reliable. Caleb, let's do this. This is the beginning of my comeback.
Venous drainage efficiency is more than twice as high. It can adjust negative pressure for adults and children alike. Stand back, I'm closing out the first step. Now it's my turn.
Score, 71 points. Opening the gold reward chest, expert level massive lung tumor resection loaded.
Only 71. The chief's first few cuts dragged the score down, but expert level thoracotomy will do.
Save the patient Toby Ross. Current survival rate, 34.849%. Surgical success rate, 21.622%. Reward, 1 spin of the beginner's wheel. The higher the score, the better the reward.
21%. Rounded up, that's 1 in 3. But the system gave me expert level thoracotomy. I have to try it for the child. The skill I learned as a quest reward. At the chief's current level he should be below me, but he still reached near expert level.
Time check. Patient's dilutional hematocrit, 27% blood gas analysis, arterial PaO2, 13.7 kilopascals, venous PaO2, 3.7 kilopascals, pH, 7.37 arterial PaCO, 24.9 kilopascals, urine output per kilogram per hour 4 milliliters. Serum potassium, 3.7 millimoles per liter. Removing a massive tumor is like moving a mountain. Cutting out the whole mass at once isn't realistic. We have to take it slowly. The patient's organs have been displaced by the tumor. The left lung has been pushed down. The organ's positions on the scans are completely scrambled. Keep your movements small or you'll damage the tissue and rupture the tumor. What are you trying to do now? I can't even find the lung and you're waving that around in front of me.
Chief, there won't be another chance to experiment. Let me take over.
This time, it's the residual section. It's adhered and displaced. This is even more dangerous. You've never removed a tumor like this before. So stop itching to try.
I know what I'm doing.
Fine. You guessed right with the intubation. But opening the chest to remove a tumor is something even 10 years of practice
might not give you the nerve to attempt as an untrained rookie. I will.
This is open chest surgery, not child's play. Are you sure you want to take over? Caleb. You. Stop him. This level of dissection. Even the state's top experts tread carefully. He's just a gopher. How dare he operate?
That must be the lung.
He's just taking a shot, but when he cut into the mediastinum he didn't hesitate for a second. He really doesn't seem like a novice Dr. Cole. Stop him, now. Caleb's risking a patient's life. Why are you yelling? Don't disrupt his surgery. With his appendectomy level skills, he could sever an artery. Caleb's technique. It's incredibly intricate. Let him continue. He already turned in his resignation. If things go wrong, that's on him. Let him do it.
This must be the posterior ascending artery. One of the arteries supplying the right upper lobe, the hardest part of the operation.
This technique of yours. Who taught you?
You did, doctor.
That feels good. Wait, no. I can't even do that myself. How could I have taught him?
Count the gauze. Count the instruments.
Caleb, how many more tricks are you hiding?
I couldn't tell you. Maybe I have unlimited potential. Who knew the system could teach me so many advanced techniques? Expert level is already this impressive. What will master level be like?
You did well today. That tumor removal you did was better than mine. Yes, what's with the yes? Is that how normal people are supposed to talk? Even if it's true, you could at least flatter me. Go notify them. And have the provincial reps meet. Talk about your experience removing huge lung tumors. Oh, right. Make sure you destroy my resignation before I leave the hospital. Where else could I complete my system missions?
Congratulations. Mission complete. Score, 69 beginner's wheel activated. Congratulations. You received all stats plus 1.
Every ability just went up by 1. It wasn't a massive boost, but it boosted every stat. Sweet. With this system, I finally have a chance to turn things around. I never thought this was possible. Middle-aged and nearly washed up, I still have a chance to earn a house, a car, and some cash.
Diagnose 1 patient and get 1 spin of the wheel.
What is it?
At a hospital. If you see a man in a white coat, call him chief, or call him doctor, and you can't go wrong, doctor. The fetus this woman is carrying appears to have 2 heads, 3 arms, and 4 legs.
My very first patient throws me a tough one. You did well today. That tumor removal you did was better than mine.
Yes.
What's with the yes? Is that how normal people are supposed to talk? Even if it's true, you could at least flatter me. Go notify them. And have the provincial reps meet. Talk about your experience removing huge lung tumors.
Oh, right. Make sure you destroy my resignation before I leave the hospital. Where else could I complete my system missions?
Congratulations. Mission complete. Score, 69 beginner's wheel activated. Congratulations. You received all stats +1.
Every ability just went up by 1. It wasn't a massive boost, but it boosted every stat. Sweet. With this system, I finally have a chance to turn things around. I never thought this was possible. Middle-aged and nearly washed up, I still have a chance to earn a house, a car, and some cash.
Diagnose 1 patient and get 1 spin of the wheel.
What is it?
At a hospital. If you see a man in a white coat, call him Chief, or call him Doctor, and you can't go wrong, Doctor. The fetus this woman is carrying appears to have 2 heads, 3 arms, and 4 legs.
My very first patient throws me a tough one.
Tristan, all that's left is 1 head and 2 arms. You really are a 1 head, 2 arm idiot. Remember this, a child like this in the medical field has a technical term, we call it twins. Congratulations, you're having twins. Come to our hospital and we'll set you up with the best doctor and delivery room.
Diagnosis complete, reward deposited.
1 down, 1 more for a prize wheel spin.
Sorry, Dr. Miller.
The new guy?
Yeah. He just got into the grad program.
How'd you get hurt?
I fell. Hurry and stitch it up.
Can you suture?
I've practiced.
I mean, have you sutured human skin? She's a female brawler. You can tell she's trouble. Maybe don't let the kid do it. Someone might file a complaint.
Dr. Carter, Chief Carter.
This 30-year-old attending always makes me do his grunt work. He looks down his nose at everyone. But he's definitely on a fast track. In 3 to 5 years he could be associate chief. The new guy. He only got here yesterday. Oh. He's Dr. Cole's new favorite student. I almost became Dr. Cole's student too. But the other chiefs offered me a better deal. They poached me. Here comes another one.
Tristan.
All that's left is 1 head and 2 arms.
You really are a 1 head, 2 arm idiot. Remember this, a child like this in the medical field has a technical term, we call it twins. Congratulations, you're having twins. Come to our hospital, and we'll set you up with the best doctor and delivery room.
Diagnosis complete. Reward deposited.
1 down. 1 more for a prize we'll spin.
Sorry, Dr. Miller.
The new guy?
Yeah. He just got into the grad program.
How'd you get hurt?
I fell. Hurry and stitch it up.
Can you suture?
I've practiced.
I mean, have you sutured human skin? She's a female brawler, you can tell she's trouble, maybe don't let the kid do it, someone might file a complaint.
Dr. Carter, Chief Carter.
This 30-year-old attending always makes me do his grunt work. He looks down his nose at everyone. But he's definitely on a fast track. In 3 to 5 years he could be associate chief.
The new guy? He only got here yesterday. Oh. He's Dr. Cole's new favorite student. I almost became Dr. Cole's student too. But the other chiefs offered me a better deal. They poached me.
Here comes another one.
Dr. Miller's suturing is pretty average. I'll suture this patient. I'll show Tristan some advanced suturing. Look at the needle angle. Dr. Miller's been an intern for over a decade. Honestly, it's a shame. But that's how it is. Medicine is an exact science that leaves no room for error. If your skills aren't up to par, you won't advance. As harsh as that sounds, that's clinical medicine. Dr. Ross is the best in the hospital. Caleb usually just handles dressings and odd jobs. They're not even in the same league. There's no comparison.
Here we go again. You've treated me like a punching bag for over a decade. Aren't you tired? That's enough.
Diagnostic task. Complete reward is being drawn. Congratulations. You've received the master level tension reducing suture technique.
Another master level skill. I'm feeling lucky today, Carter. Today. You'll get a taste of public humiliation. Dr. Ross, are you going to suture me?
The patient's waiting. The sooner you suture, the sooner we're done. I've got another resuscitation waiting.
If you're quick, it'll take 1 or 2 minutes. We have time.
1 or 2 minutes? No way. Even I need 3 minutes. Even a plastic surgery expert would barely do it in 2 minutes. And you're telling me 1 minute?
Exactly. 1 minute is plenty.
Dr. Miller, you don't actually plan to do it yourself, do you? This tension-reducing suture takes feel and experience. You can't learn it just by holding retractors for someone.
Let the patient choose. Who do you want to suture you?
Slicked back hair, baby face, he doesn't look steady. Over 40, with a weathered face, he clearly looks like an experienced attending. I choose you.
He actually chose Caleb. He has no eye for talent exactly. This patient, I'm the attending physician, he is.
Don't worry. No scar.
Fine. I'll stand right here and guide you. The needle angle and suture depth are incredibly precise. Why does he look possessed by a genius surgeon? Impossible. He's just bluffing.
Done.
He really did it in 1 minute, and his technique was incredibly precise. The entry and exit points line up perfectly. The entire wound edge is tension-free. This is textbook tension-reducing suturing.
Dr. Miller, that wound looks absolutely beautiful.
Are you still going to guide him?
That's it? I didn't even feel it start and it's already over.
Slower means more pain, so you paid to skip the torture.
Fair point. Money well spent.
Don't slap your leg, just sutured it. Master level suturing hits different. Next time I see a wound like this, I can suture it myself.
Just remembered I have a code. Gotta go. Dr. Vance. Dr. Vance. Did you need me? Caleb, can you cannulate? No way. Dr. Vance, cardiac surgery chief. Came to the ER observation unit for mediocre Caleb? Couldn't he just send a nurse?
Another bypass run?
Yeah. Patient has a massive aneurysm. Hard to cannulate. Dr. Cole said you can do it. Give us a hand.
Thanks for the chance, Dr. Vance.
It's not a favor. You earned it with your skills. Let me show you. Dr. Vance came to get Caleb himself. Am I seeing things? Get him? He's drafting him. And Caleb actually took it.
The rumors about that surgery were true.
Bypass cannulation. When did Caleb learn such advanced techniques? All these years I kept him holding retractors. Turns out he was hiding skills of this caliber. I must be crazy jealous of him. Forget it, he's not worth it.
First time invited to the OR. This feels awesome. Before, I had to beg to attend. Just to join in. This time is different. An expert personally invited me.
Task issued. Human cannulation reward. Random surgery experience, based on performance. Reward payout will vary.
Human cannulation. With good luck I can learn from Dr. Vance. With bad luck I'll still gain niche skill. Either way, it's a win.
Today we're doing a Bentall procedure. Replacing aortic root. Cannulation is tough and bypass is complex. Don't let down Dr. Cole's expectations. Excellent. Come over everyone. Is the recording on? Don't worry, director. We'll save the evidence, I mean. The surgical video.
Evidence? How much does he distrust me?
All right. I'll take over.
Close chest. To ICU.
Success. Credit goes to Dr. Miller. Without him, the patient might not have survived.
Thank you. Thank you, doctor. You saved his life.
In 20 years of work, it's my first time here. I used to watch mentors and peers get thanked, so this is how it feels to be thanked. Taking no credit, giving up the spotlight. A boss like this is so rare. To be the star in the OR, needed by patients, thanked by family, envied by peers. This feeling is incredible.
Task complete. Calculating reward. you're finally awake. Dr. Miller, your snoring last night nearly collapsed the floor.
Yeah, they call me the wrecking ball. Trouble is here.
Patients?
Rivals. There's a local medical conference, they're probably here to provoke us.
By the way, I heard a few experts showed up and talked trash about you.
Let's go. Let's see what's going on.
For this surgery I was just an assistant. The lead surgeon was another doctor in our department. Caleb.
Dr. Cole, you expect us to buy this hype with a few photos? Everyone knows that Caleb is a total amateur.
You. Dr. Cole, I find it strange, too. Caleb usually just holds retractors or places catheters. How did he suddenly do a resection? Is this academic fraud?
Caleb, if he can perform a resection, I'll eat this table right now. Henry, don't coddle him. Don't throw away your pride just to boost his resume.
The intubation and resection were recorded. Who wants to see?
Don't bring up recordings. Who knows if it was edited? Besides, removing a benign tumor and major heart surgery aren't the same. Dr. Miller, can you do a Bentall procedure?
A little.
A little? Do you know how many years it takes to master the Bentall procedure? Jumping right in at your level. You've got some nerve.
Bad news, Dr. Cole. Chest Pain Center reported a type I aortic dissection. Ultrasound shows the ascending aorta diameter exceeds 80 millimeters. The descending aorta is also over 57. We must act immediately.
Got it. I'm on my way. There's another patient with Marfan syndrome. Their aortic root ruptured. Two cases. Prep 2 operating rooms. Henry Cole, I only have one pair of hands.
I'll do Marfan. Seth, take dissection. A perfect test.
You. Marfan syndrome, Dr. Miller. Even if you haven't done it, haven't you heard how difficult this surgery is?
Of course I have. That's why we compare. What? Not confident?
Caleb, are you just being defiant? Or are you actually capable?
I'm not convinced. But I'm more confident.
All right, let's scrub in. That look. Like he's already won, what a joke. We'll see about that. Dr. Vance, prep the OR, I'll operate. OR5 is just ahead. I'll stop by OR3 first. Let's see if that hack Caleb really has what it takes to challenge me. It's only been minutes, they're already on bypass. Compared to my case, it's over twice as clean.
Valve sizer.
He spent years doing scut work. Can he really perform a Bentall? This. How is that possible? What's this?
It reduces bleeding risk. Tension. It's at the optimal level.
This isn't just an improvement. It's on a whole other level. What did I train all those years for?
Mission issued: a life must be saved. Mission details: save a patient with a Bentall procedure. Mission reward: 1 treasure chest. Based on overall score, reward value will vary.
A chest. The 5th reward type. I can't wait. But I have to finish surgery before I open it. Dr. Parker. Are you going to keep watching? Waiting to watch me operate on the type I dissection patient, too?
Why am I admiring his surgery? I almost forgot my patient next door.
Dr. Parker, OR5, is ready, just waiting for the lead surgeon.
I wanted to show off a bit and put Caleb in his place, but now I can't. I've pulled out all my tricks, yet the gap between us is still this huge. This can't be. Prepare for bypass. Dr. Parker. Dr. Miller already set up cannulation and bypass for the patient. It's ready for surgery. Who authorized him? Without even informing me, the lead surgeon. Dr. Miller said. Dr. Cole approved it. Any consequences will be on him and Dr. Cole. These stats, impossible. Using someone else's setup is bound to feel off. Caleb, just watch me call you out. Go on, operate. How come? It's so smooth. It feels completely natural. Did he anticipate my habits? Or is his surgical skill at such an unbelievable level that he can adapt to anyone? It feels so seamless. I've only felt this working with my mentor. Wait, is Caleb really on my mentor's level? That's ridiculous. Dr. Parker is going pretty fast, too.
Indeed. But look at his incision exposure, he takes an extra cut each time to find the right spot. Look at OR3, in Caleb's surgery, one cut hits the mark, the next cut fits seamlessly.
Dr. Parker isn't doing bad yet he looks clumsy.
I spent 20 years training Seth. What a disappointment. He completely humiliated me today.
Look at OR3, he's almost wrapping up. Now that's fast.
His case is Marfan syndrome, while this is just type I dissection. Yet he's faster than Dr. Parker.
Between expert and master level there's a 15-year gap in experience. That ceiling is paper thin to me now. I can punch right through it. To go from expert to master level, there are two ways. One is through system rewards. All stats +1. Do that 15 times, and I level up. The other way is by myself. His temperature's up to 36 degrees Celsius. I'm the lead surgeon now. I wouldn't have dared dream of something like this, doctor. Vance was right. A surgeon's scalpel is their golden calling card. Stop circulation. Send him to the ICU. How's OR5 doing?
Dr. Miller, they should just be getting to the critical coronary sutures.
Yeah, I'll go take a look. Before, when I came in here the nurses thought I was in the way. Now they step aside at once. I'm still not used to it.
Already done. Marfan syndrome. Over 6 hours. No, I can't let his performance distract me. I need to do my own surgery well, or he'll make me look bad. How can I show my face in this field again? Dr. Miller, what brings you over here? They finished, obviously, they're practically done over there. We're still doing the coronary anastomosis. It's not that Dr. Parker is slow, it's that Caleb Miller, that freak, isn't human. I lost on technique, I can't lose my dignity too. All these juniors are watching, I can't embarrass myself. Close the chest. He didn't offer a single comment, he didn't even see me as a rival. Who does he think he's better than? Where are the records for the 2 surgeries? Bring them over, Dr. Parker. The data for OR5 isn't fully compiled yet. Are you reminding me that I'm an hour slower than Caleb? Wait. It's done. OR3. Drainage is 470 milliliters. Mine is 1050 milliliters. How is that possible? OR3 is only 470. On a Marfan patient, his bleed control is insane. Look at the anastomosis time, 13 minutes vs 23 minutes. That's half the time. Doctor. 4 by CAM. Parker only won on urine output, but Caleb handled cardiopulmonary bypass for both surgeries. Urine output reflects the bypass quality. Dr. Parker winning. This just shows Caleb set up the park bypass so well for him.
The data is faked. Henry Cole. To pad Caleb's resume you'd resort to such dirty tricks? How could the gap between surgeries be this massive?
Dr. Lewitt was recorded the entire time. Feel free to check it. I lost. I'm leaving.
Let's go. Back to the provincial hospital.
We only won on technique. Didn't even get a good argument in. A bit anticlimactic. Show some grace. I need to do more surgeries. Next time, I'll make them truly accept defeat.
They didn't even pull out the USB drive. They left their trophy behind. If they dare challenge us again, keep beating them.
Mission completed. Surgery score, 63 points. Reward obtained. Primary overload potion, X1. Upon use, it briefly overdrafts stamina and energy, followed by extreme fatigue from the overload. Recurring quest. Peer exchange. There's always someone better. Talking with peers to see different views on a disease is essential for any doctor's development. Reward, the deeper their insights, the deeper the talk, the higher their approval, the more experience gained.
I heard lung transplant expert Leo King is visiting. Since the system gave a quest, I won't go for Dr. King, I'll go for the very best. On Grand Med Forum I'll target verified top experts. To get the best gains I'll pick the top target.
Dr. Hall, 4 lung transplants in 5 days. Rest now, you're not in your 40s anymore.
Lee. Look someone up for me.
Who?
An Autumn Leaf on Grand Med Forum. Find his real name.
Found him. Dr. Hall, name's Caleb Miller, attending at Lynn High First Hospital, age 45.
Attending at 45? How is he just an attending? From our recent chats his grasp on lung transplants is even deeper than mine.
Dr. Hall. Why are you looking for him?
Any surgeries next week?
No.
Book flights to Lynn High. I must meet this Caleb in person.
Dr. Hall, why is he visiting your hospital? Who could possibly invite such a big name? Like I said, your hospital isn't level enough to invite him. Honestly, if Professor Hall speaks up, your transplant license will pass this year. Too bad. You could only get someone at my level, you joke, Dr. King. Having you here is already an honor. So I heard you held a symposium earlier. Removed a huge lung tumor 19 centimeters. Caleb from our dep did it. Benign tumor, not that hard. Then I heard you did a Bentall too. Okay, but those are old tricks. True high-end tech is lung transplant. You've got nerve, Dr. Miller, a top expert like me talks to you yet you ignore me. Caleb. Quest reward, aggregating lung transplant experience. Unlocked, master double lung transplantation.
Got master double lung transplantation, seems lately. My chats with that master worked out really well.
He recognized me.
Sorry, I zoned out. What's up?
You. Professor Hall is here. Quick, go welcome him. Caleb, know your place. You've been stuck as an attending for 20 years, stay back, and don't make a fool of yourself. Caleb, go back to your office. As a mere attending you shouldn't show your face. Professor Hall, what brings you here? I'm Leo King. We met at the Capital Lung Transplant Forum. Do you remember me? Professor Hall.
Does your hospital have a doctor named Caleb Miller?
Wait, what's happening? He asked for Caleb right away. Why yes, we do. He's an attending doctor in our ER.
Take me to see him.
Pay respects. Am I hearing things? People beg just to see Professor Hall, so why is HE here to pay respects to Caleb? Professor Hall, are you sure you mean Caleb Miller?
I'm positive. Let's go lead the way.
Professor Hall, Dr. Miller is right inside.
That's him. This unassuming ordinary middle-aged attending has such profound insights into lung transplantation. Something's off. Way off. What's his deal? This conversation looks familiar. When we first started talking I tore into him, then he won me over. Wait. Pure heart Howard Vance. He's even talking to Howard Vance. He even sent him a proposal with his modifications. Isn't he a lung transplant genius? Why is he suddenly going toe-to-toe with a cardiac surgeon?
Professor Hall. What brings you here?
Caleb. You're just a junior attending. How did you get a heavyweight like Professor Hall to come see you in person and even offer you a handshake? What kind of spell did you cast on the old man? I've been standing here forever. He hasn't even looked at me. What makes you so special, Caleb?
Dr. Miller, it's an honor. I came here for one more thing. Dr. Miller, your talent shouldn't be confined to one place. Come join the Capital Lung Transplant Center. I'll fast-track your career.
Caleb's intubation, tumor resection, and Bentall procedure are invaluable to our hospital. He is truly a strategic asset. If Dr. Hall poaches him, it'd be a massive loss, but can I stop him? Professor Hall, you overestimate him. Caleb is all talk. He's never done a lung transplant. Recommend me instead. I have over 10 years of clinical transplant experience.
Your surgical approach is outdated. Your papers are full of flaws. Compared to Caleb's sequential transplant plan, you're miles behind. I came here solely for Caleb.
I fought for years and couldn't even reach that transplant center. Caleb hasn't even performed a lung transplant, yet he easily gets the chance I've craved. How is that fair?
No. Doing only lung transplants wastes my talent. I still prefer the ER. It's more comprehensive.
Doing only lung transplants wastes his talent. Is he for real? Miller, do you have any idea how many people fight to get in there?
True. I see you also have great insights on the Bentall procedure. Since I can't poach him, I'll just build a good relationship. By the way, at your hospital for lung transplants,
ICU has an end-stage patient with idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis named Yvonne awaiting lungs.
End stage? Is the fibrosis widespread?
Bilateral GGO and UIP with elevated BNP, signs of heart failure. Without ECMO she won't last 2 weeks.
He didn't even check the chart. He recited the stats from memory. He truly mastered it. Take us for a consultation tomorrow. If operable, I'll do the lung transplant for you as a welcome gift.
Sure. Thank you, Professor Hall.
Caleb. Caleb. She's been looking for you.
Dr. Caleb, please save my mom.
Her lungs have almost completely lost function. She's reached the end stage. She needs surgery immediately. But where will we get donor lungs? Even the late bloom system can't conjure up donor lungs. Let's go. I'll find someone first, then we'll go see your mom.
UIP pattern bilateral GGOs, her BNP has tripled. The signs of heart failure are clear. Without ECMO, she won't last more than 2 or 3 days. In theory, it's doable, but the 2 lungs in her chest must be hard as rocks by now. They'll be extremely difficult to dissect. This lung transplant is very important to your hospital.
Yes. If we can pull it off, it'll be the first in the city.
What do you think? If necessary, I can arrange for a donor lung. Arrange for a lung? A donor lung can be arranged. For Professor Hall, apparently, it really can. I've done lung transplants for over a decade and I've never heard of anyone pulling strings for a donor lung, but Douglas Hall really can do it. Even if we get a donor lung, he can't handle surgery to dissect severe pulmonary fibrosis in the end. Professor Hall and I would have to cover for him. The first lung transplant at our hospital is as good as secured.
Thanks. New mission, complete a double lung transplant. Reward, 1 prize wheel spin. Your surgical score will be adjusted based on completion percentage.
To pull this off, I need to be the lead surgeon. Right now, my skills are better than Professor Hall's. No one believes that. They've always thought I'm a terrible doctor. If I ask to lead the surgery, they'll think I'm insane. But who cares?
2 milligrams of midazolam, 20 milligrams of etomidate cisatracurium, 20 nanograms. The double lumen tube is in. Let's begin.
An anterolateral incision would be better.
The right incision depends first on the surgeon's preference. The entire pulmonary hilum is fibrotic. It's fused to the chest wall and can't be separated from healthy tissue. Remove the diseased lung in 30 minutes. Even 3 hours may not be enough. Close up. We'll call it an open and close. Send the donor lungs to another hospital. Per protocol, they'll go to the next patient on the waiting list.
Professor Hall, sequential double lung transplantation. Remove 1 lung transplant that side, then do the other. Treat it as 2 single lung transplants.
You told me about this on the forum. But no one's ever performed it clinically for fibrosis this severe. It's too risky. Even I wouldn't dare try it.
I can do it.
A sequential double lung transplant? You're delusional. Even Professor Hall wouldn't try it. You've never performed a lung transplant, yet you boast that you can. You're desperate to make a name for yourself, Caleb. Don't try to be a hero. Sequential transplants for severe, stony lung have barely ever succeeded worldwide. 1 mistake, and the patient dies on the table. Don't risk a patient's life just to show off.
Rare doesn't mean impossible today. In this OR, I'll set a new clinical precedent. Watch and learn. Come over here. Healthy lungs are pink and elastic. Both lungs could crumble at the slightest touch of my scalpel. I must be careful.
Fibrosis this severe. Caleb, how will you handle this surgery? Will your technique prove as convincing as your theory? If anything goes wrong, I should still be able to save him. That dissection path. He's cutting between fibrotic and healthy tissue. Even I wouldn't dare. He's insanely bold. Caleb has never performed a lung transplant. How can he operate at a professor's speed? And his proficiency is astounding.
Has the donor lung arrived?
Call the OPO. This is end-stage idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, a stony lung. Even I need at least 40 minutes to finish one side. Caleb did it in just 15 minutes. This goes far beyond proficiency. He's on another level, entirely.
I removed the diseased lung in 15 minutes. Did you see the tissue plane? Obviously not. Study it later. Learn from my surgery.
How much more is this kid holding back? I've performed lung transplants for 30 years. Today, I'm assisting for the first time. You said to preserve the connective tissue around the bronchi. I thought it was theoretical. You actually pulled it off.
The bronchi get their blood supply from tiny vessels in the connective tissue. Strip that layer, and the lungs won't last.
Over the past 3 years I had 7 lung transplant patients develop ischemia at the bronchial anastomosis. 3 of them died as a direct result. I always thought it was because of poor donor lung quality. Now I finally know why.
The donor lungs are here.
Bring them in, Leo. You'll handle the donor lungs. Trim and prepare them. Move faster. I want to improve. 2. Can't you let me watch a little longer? Just 2 more looks. That's all.
I'll do it.
Preparing donor lungs is my job. I've been doing it for over a decade. I'm definitely faster than you.
I won't accidentally damage the tiny pleural blood vessels that should improve long-term graft survival. Today, I'll demonstrate the standard technique. Pay close attention.
Can you handle the stamina? Once this surgery is over, it'll take at least 7 hours. I'm fine. What's that? Red Bull. You're drinking Red Bull now. From Caleb taking over to finishing it took less than 4 minutes. If Leo had done it, it would have taken at least 15 minutes. 4 minutes to complete standard donor lung preparation. After more than a decade, your efficiency isn't even a fraction of Caleb's. Reflect on your own shortcomings. Prepare for the right lung transplant. Pack it in ice. Right lung ventilation test passed. It's done. The first half of the sequential transplant is complete. Assisting Caleb is an honor.
Finally, it's over.
Count the gauze, instruments, and needles.
1, 2, 3, 4. All accounted for. 3 counts, no errors.
Take her off bypass. Transfer her to the ICU. The transplant was a success. Now it's all about her recovery.
Can my mom go home now? Give it a few days, and she'll be home to play with you.
The surgeon wasn't me. It was Caleb. He was physically exhausted, so he went to rest. If you really want to, you can go thank him yourself.
Dr. Caleb.
Task complete. Surgery completion, 73.1%. Surgical score, 87. Overall score, 79. Basic reward upgraded to intermediate.
2,000 thoracic dissections. The heart and lungs go hand in hand. I used to handle lungs and hearts, but couldn't connect the two. Now I've finally bridged the gap.
Caleb, Dr. Miller. You're awake. Professor Hall is in a meeting. Dr. Cole said if you're awake and can make it, go see him.
Let's go.
The patient just came off the ventilator. The surgery was last night a little after 9.
It's noon now. 13 or 14 hours. And she's already off the vent. That fast?
And there's more. She just got out of bed. 14 hours after surgery. That has to be a new Asian record. What Asian record? No lung transplant patient anywhere has ever gotten up this fast. I've done lung transplants for over a decade. The earliest I've seen a patient get up was 48 hours after surgery. In Caleb's case, the patient was up 14 hours after surgery. Compared to him, I feel useless.
Time to get out of bed after surgery. A new world record. This lung from Daxia is about to go global. Perfect. The patient is awake. Go take a look.
The patient is awake.
More than awake. 2 hours later, he could have walked to your bedside to thank you.
Professor Hall treats Caleb like a favorite student. At last night's lung transplant, I stood for 7 hours and didn't learn a damn thing, but he sleeps through it, then wakes up to VIP treatment.
As a renowned professor's protege, just watching won't teach you the essentials. Without hands-on practice, you won't learn the core vascular suturing techniques you never dared scrub in. You could watch for 10 years, and it wouldn't help.
Dr. Caleb.
Both lungs are well expanded, no infiltrates or consolidation. The cardiac silhouette isn't enlarged, the mediastinum is midline. Both diaphragms are smooth, excellent.
A pretty chest x-ray means nothing. We need pulmonary function tests. Pulmonary function testing on day 1. What useful data could it show?
Data doesn't lie. Wait for the results. You can compare them with every past case for comparison. Bring the spirometer.
His FEV, 1, FVC is 72%, COPD is diagnosed below 70%. He couldn't even come off ECMO yesterday. Today, his lung function beats patients 3 weeks post-op. What have I been practicing all these years?
Your patients at 21 days post-op, how many can reach this number?
Watch your mouth. He's recovering faster than I expected.
Thank you, Dr. Miller.
Dr. Caleb, is my mom going home soon?
She can go home in a few days. Take good care of her when she goes home.
This lung transplant. Has post-op data good enough for textbooks?
Professor, all department heads.
Dr. Miller, we called you here to ask you for a favor. Professor Hall won't be here much longer. The 4 of us want him to advise us on 1 paper each. Even if he just lends his name. You know Lehigh Medical has no connections or heavy hitters. Our papers never make the cut. If Professor Hall would guide us, our core journal standing is secure. Your surgical skills are already there, but you still need papers for promotion. You need a few strong papers so no one can pull rank on you. Task issued, complete 1 paper reward, an adaptive surgery skill book.
That reward is way too tempting. I have to get it. You said earlier this was only the first favor. What about the second?
The second favor. We want to use Professor Hall's name to host a thoracic surgery forum in Lehigh, on a national scale. Even provincial hospitals haven't hosted one at this level. If we land it, we leapfrog the competition.
No need to go to all that trouble.
Huh. You don't agree?
I mean, there's no need for all that.
Caleb, it's late. Why are you looking for me?
Professor Hall. I'd like to ask you for 2 favors.
This kid. He's asking for a favor and just blurts it out in public without even raising a glass.
No, that's not it. When favors are currency, you at least make some small talk first and set the stage. We're doomed. There's no way either favor is happening.
What's with this young attending? That's how he asks Professor Hall for help. Not even a polite word. I've worked in government for 20 years. I've never seen anyone so clueless about protocol. That attending has no chance. Let's hear it. I've been wondering how to repay you. Repay him? An attending? Professor Hall wants to repay him?
First, several chiefs at Bayview Hospital want your help with their papers. Second, we'd like to use your name to host a thoracic surgery symposium in Bayview.
No problem. Anyone with a paper can bring it to me anytime. As for the symposium, how soon can you have it ready?
3 days.
3 days from now. Then, finish your paper in the next 2 days. I'll edit it.
Professor Hall will edit it himself. Once Caleb publishes this paper, it'll carry more weight than all of ours combined.
Same goes for all of you. Bring me any papers you have within 2 days.
Thank you, Professor Hall. I'll pull 2 all-nighters if I have to. Professor Hall. I'll bring you my first draft first thing tomorrow.
Now that's a normal reaction. But Caleb, I offered to edit his paper. Why didn't he react at all? Am I not a big enough deal?
I'll head back to my office and work on my paper.
I prepared 20 bottles of liquor, 3 practiced pitches, and 5 chains of contacts. And I didn't use any of it. Caleb handled it in 2 sentences. And he didn't even come report back to me. Does he look down on me? I said. I'm a complete failure as vice dean. Don't overthink it. Caleb isn't that kind of person.
To get the adaptive surgery skill manual, I need to write a paper with real weight. What should I write about? I've got it. I have the key steps for sequential double lung transplantation, full surgical data and post-op recovery records.
Dr. Miller. Why are you more secretive than Dr. Cole?
Because some things need to stay strictly confidential.
Need help with your paper? Not to brag, I've handled more papers than you've performed surgeries.
No, I'm almost done.
He's that fast at writing papers, too. Looks like he's finally making a comeback. Fine.
Task complete paper completed reward being issued master nerve suture technique acquired.
I finally understand the difference between epineural and perineural sutures. Nerve suturing is hard to learn, harder to master, and reaching master level. Only a handful in the country can do it. Mastering nerve sutures improves every other suture technique, too. This feels incredible. Dr. Cole, it's finished. Want to take a look?
That title is awfully bold. Operative Essentials. Only someone with real skill would dare use those 4 words. Everyone else wouldn't touch it. For a topic this broad, it's only 2,000 words. I could write 8,000 on a circumcision alone. Henry, you're still an amateur at papers. You need more practice. Who says a broad topic
Has to mean a long-winded paper? Read it carefully before you critique it. Preserve the connective tissue. Terrible.
I don't know much about lung transplants, but this style of writing. Every sentence hits a key point. There's not a word of filler, not a single embellishment. This isn't a paper, it's a surgical procedure laid out step by step. Pure substance. I'm impressed. Well, can you still find anything wrong? It's very good. I'm no expert in lung transplants. A lot of the details go over my head, but if these technical points are accurate, this paper is nearly perfect. Could any of it be wrong? The surgery was only performed yesterday. The video is still hot off the press. If I had to nitpick, there's one semicolon used incorrectly. It should be a comma. And here bilateral lung transplant was mistyped as double flyer transplant. It's a paper, it has to be precise. Don't give me that wounded look, I'll fix it for you, alright. Now even Professor Hall himself couldn't find a flaw in the structure or wording. I'll bet you Professor Hall can find a flaw if he can't. You owe me 3 emergency medicine papers for SCI journals. If he can't, I'll divert hospital resources to your department, I bet, and I'm sure I'll win.
The paper's done. Now we just wait for Professor Hall's review.
Who's first? Did you password protect yours too?
I read your posts on the forum. You said to keep research safe.
Next time, no need to lock the trash.
Getting notes from a top professor is worth losing face. What matters is Caleb's paper. I wonder what Professor Hall will say about it.
Is this a review paper or a case report? It tries to be both and fails at both. Break down the structure and rebuild the framework, then flesh it out. Great title. But why is it only 2,112 words long? Good. Brilliant. Nothing to fix. Wait, 2 words can change. Or rather must change. Standard.
Changing these 2 words alters its entire nature. This isn't a paper, it's an industry standard. Beyond being flawless, it redefined standard. Professor Hall means this piece of work could be a textbook.
As for yours, I need to study it thoroughly. The forum says a foreign doctor arrived.
Who?
Dr. Steven. The minimally invasive lung guy?
I've skimmed his paper. Incision revisions in single lung transplants.
His Chinese is great and he lectures here often. Before he had no chance to make a name here. This time he wants to build fame on the forum. Do you know what I admire most about you? You stay steady and humble. 20 years of dedication led to today's breakthrough. But that's still not what I value most.
Hello?
Dr. Miller, we transferred in a patient with a bronchopulmonary tumor. Can you operate?
On my way. Professor Hall, I'm going to perform a surgery.
What kind of surgery?
A right upper lobectomy. A bronchopulmonary tumor, 7.8 centimeters.
Come on, I'm going with you.
Professor Hall, about the forum.
The forum's still 3 days away. I'll observe this surgery first. You were too fast last time. I watched closely and still couldn't follow.
I'm coming too. Then I'm coming too. It's just a lobectomy. I do them all the time. I may not be worse than him.
The right upper lobe tumor is clearly visible on the CT scan. Its borders are irregular, 7.8 by 5.1 centimeters with extensive necrosis inside. The challenge with living lung resection is not taking too much healthy tissue or leaving any tumor behind.
What he's doing is A living donor lobectomy, it's not the same as removing a diseased lung for a transplant. In a lung transplant, you remove what's useless. Here, you're removing the lesion from a healthy lung. How much to leave, how much to remove, it's all based on feel. His technique doesn't look like this is his first surgery of its kind. Timed mission, surgical frenzy day. Even the most advanced surgical skills need practice to stay sharp.
Each completed surgery clears the fatigue meter and restores stamina, so basically as long as I keep operating I don't need to rest, I can stay in peak condition the whole time. For these 48 hours, how many surgeries can I do?
From the first incision until now it's been less than an hour. That speed has stunned me again, this surgery. Caleb's skill level is incredibly high. He doesn't look like a beginner, but in this area he really is one. Then where did that mastery come from? The number of lobectomies at his hospital is right there in the records. Even if he'd been hiding his talent for 20 years, he wouldn't have had enough cases to develop this kind of feel. Something doesn't add up.
You tend to dissect too aggressively and damage the normal alveoli at the margins. Pay closer attention to natural anatomic planes. Send the patient to recovery. Do we have another patient?
You're doing back-to-back cases? Do you know how exhausting that is? You're trying to kill yourself.
Don't worry about me. If there are cases, schedule them.
Do you have any other similar patients? Actually, we have 2 transferred from other hospitals. One has a right lower lobe lesion and one has a left lower lobe lesion.
Schedule them both. I'll keep going. This is a left upper lobectomy by the standard textbook approach. You ligate the lingular artery first, then the anterior segmental artery. Its short course makes it easy to injure. If it's damaged, it could cause fatal hemorrhage.
The left upper lobe has the most anatomical variation. Caleb moves like he's done hundreds of these. He just cuts right in. Doesn't he ever hesitate? I can't figure this guy out anymore. The right and left upper lobes have completely different anatomy. His approach is entirely different. He has no set routine, only the textbook surgical plan.
Next.
Caleb, you've already done 2 cases. Aren't you taking a break?
No need. Bring in the next patient.
6 straight cases till midnight. Caleb, you need to rest.
No need, Chief. Instead of fussing over me, call the nearby hospitals. Ask if any patients can't get surgery.
Why would I do that? You think I'm not busy? I'm done, like hell you are. No one expected anyone to do 6 surgeries in one day.
If they have patients who still need surgery, can you arrange a transfer? Have them sent here now.
It's the middle of the night. They'll arrive after midnight. You've done 6 straight cases, and you'll keep going at dawn, trying to kill yourself.
So what if it's dawn? I'll keep operating. Chief, you used to say you couldn't count on me. Now you're stopping me. You're impossible to please.
Fine, I'll arrange the transfer. But you have to promise me after this case. You have to rest. No more back-to-back cases. Do the transferred case tomorrow. Henry, Caleb didn't leave last night. What? The 4 patients you brought in from other hospitals, he operated on all of them back-to-back. And it gets even crazier. He called other hospitals pretending to be you and talked them into sending patients over in the middle of the night. That brings the total to 7 cases. 7? How many? 7. Get Professor Hall on the phone. He's the only one who can control that bastard. Caleb, Professor Hall's probably still asleep. If we wake him now, I'll be the one getting chewed out. What choice do I have? You want me to get yelled at instead?
"17 surgeries from yesterday morning to noon, today 24 hours, without a break. What's gotten into that kid?"
Take him to recovery.
"What the hell are you doing? Why are you cramming in surgery after surgery? Look at you, you're completely wiped out."
Drained to the last drop, then instantly recharged. It's incredible. It's downright addictive. These back-to-back surgeries are addictive.
I saw him so exhausted he could barely stand. How is he suddenly full of energy? Did I imagine it? Professor Steven is already on a plane. He should reach Linhai this afternoon. Go home and rest this morning. Then meet with him this afternoon.
No. With that time I could do 4 or 5 more surgeries.
You want to do back-to-back cases too? Caleb, you're pushing your body to its absolute limit. You could easily drop dead.
Ready?
After getting humiliated last time,
Yeah.
I don't dare underestimate Caleb anymore. Operating with him, the pace is smooth, without a pause. Nothing like before with Dr. Yale, when every step felt like he was dragging his feet. I never learned anything useful.
Before surgery, did Dr. Wells eat chocolate or something? His movements are unbelievably smooth. Watching him is a visual treat.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jack Vance from Grossman Hospital. I came with Professor Stephen this time, Dr. Vance. It's an honor. I hear that at Grossman your minimally invasive single lung transplant incision was nearly a third shorter, just a minor improvement. I came to exchange ideas with everyone. He's the top student Professor Hall couldn't recruit back then. He turned down Professor Hall's offer, went to the US, and made a name for himself. So why is he here? You tell me. You must be Dr. Cole. A pleasure. Linney Hospital is hosting a high-profile forum. Welcome, Dr. Vance. Is Professor Hall not here? He'll arrive later. And Dr. Miller? I heard he's the keynote speaker. He's in surgery. The forum is tomorrow. Yet the speaker is operating today. Must be a major surgery. Look at that smirk. Who's he looking down on? He must be thinking, what big surgery can an attending do? He should watch Dr. Miller operate. To humble him. Professor Stephen, how are the long-term outcomes of minimally invasive single-lung transplants?
The long-term outcomes are no different from conventional surgery: smaller incisions, faster recovery, lower cost. The advantages are obvious. Dr. Cole, I hear your hospital has a Dr. Miller who's excellent at lung transplants.
You're too kind. I wouldn't call him an expert, but Caleb has had some impressive cases.
Impressive. I hear he's world-class.
The term world-class gets thrown around a little too freely here. In the US, I can count on one hand the doctors who truly qualify as world-class. A 45-year-old attending can't possibly be world-class. Talk is cheap. If Dr. Vance doesn't believe us, he can watch Caleb operate and see if this country has a world-class doctor. Absolutely. Before that, though, I'll go see Professor Hall first. I haven't seen you in over 10 years, Professor.
Calling me teacher isn't appropriate for you.
Professor Hall, I'm not here to reminisce. I'm here to tell you, Professor Stephen's research is fully developed. The incision for minimally invasive single lung transplants can be reduced by more than a third. Your wide-open traditional technique has had its day.
You're here to issue a challenge on Stephen's behalf.
It's a notice tomorrow's forum. Professor Stephen will show all the data. We'd welcome your comments. Standards. These days, who dare title a paper Standards? They must be desperate for fame. This incision design. I've never seen it before. Preserving connective tissue. No one's managed this in years. No one's managed this in years. The marked key points, and how he handles them, are precise as machine calculations. Who wrote this paper?
Caleb Miller.
The attending on the sign outside. That's him. Excuse me, is Dr. Miller here?
He's in surgery, you are?
I am. Jack Vance from Grossman Hospital. I hear Dr. Miller has done quite a few lung resections lately.
Since yesterday, 19.
This month.
What do you mean, this month? Just since yesterday, in over 30 hours.
19. In over 30 hours. He wrote a standards level paper. A 45-year-old attending. This Caleb Miller. Who is he, anyway? Let's see what a mere attending can actually pull off. With such adhesions, it'd take me 20 minutes to find the posterior segment upper lobe artery. For an attending's low skill, even at his best, he'd take twice as long as an expert. How is this possible? He's twice as fast as me, and his dissection is over twice as clean as mine. I hate to admit it, but he's in a completely different league. Now I see, he beats me at lung resections, but when it comes to my field lung transplants, he's no match for me.
Operating with Caleb is awesome. Even better if I didn't have night duty.
Be grateful. In 3 years, I've never seen a surgery this good. You got in as a first year. You too are from the ER. Yes, I'm an ER attending. She's a first-year grad student. Caleb is an ER attending, using 2 ER doctors as his assistants. All day on a lung resection, he basically did all of thoracic surgery's work. Can a normal human even do this? That's unbelievable. No. I can't be outdone by some nobody host. Caleb's surgical skills won't be enough. A doctor who truly gets fame and fortune needs to do research and develop new techniques. Like the minimally invasive single lung transplant innovation I developed, it's absolutely cutting edge. How can Caleb compete with me? Dr. Vance, how was the surgery observation? I wouldn't presume to judge. I can only say, Dr. Miller is quite diligent. At tomorrow's forum, Caleb will discuss sequential double lung transplantation in practice. You should hear him out. He, an ordinary ER attending, can lecture on something as complex as a double lung transplant. He performed one just last week. 14 hours after surgery, the patient could get out of bed. Professor Hall says those numbers would rank among the world's best. He's faster than me at lung resections. Even lung transplants, he's achieved world-class results. I can't outpublish him. Even his choice of assistants is better than my best. What can I possibly compete with him on? He drives a Maybach better than I do. What can I use to challenge him at tomorrow's forum? Colleagues, welcome to Bayview Hospital's Lung Transplant Symposium. Please welcome our first speaker, Professor Hall.
Why isn't Caleb here? He's still in surgery. 10 days ago, I had a patient with disrupted donor lung bronchial perfusion. He died of a post-op infection. 4 days ago, another patient had end-stage idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. On opening his chest, the lungs were rock hard. I deemed it inoperable and moved to close. But then Caleb took over and finished. The patient recovered far better than expected.
Caleb, that attending? I heard all that you does is hold retractors.
Humph. All that build-up and he just leaves it there. Is he saving it for later to hype up this Caleb guy?
Next, from NYU's Grossman School of Medicine, Professor Stephen will present advances in lung transplantation.
Traditional lung transplant, a 20-inch incision, a 3-month stay. The procedure has hit a wall. So EverHealth Pharmaceuticals and I developed the Da Vinci lung transplant robotic system last month. Using it, we completed a minimally invasive right lung transplant. From donor lung procurement and diseased lung removal to implantation, the robot did it all. The incision was just 3 inches. Post-op hospital stays fell from 3 months to 4 to 6 weeks.
This robot costs $20 million. Having the robot isn't enough. Who knows how to use it?
The robot is just step one. Together with EverHealth, we built a supporting system called Cardiopal. It analyzed thousands of lung transplant cases, tens of thousands of normal anatomies, and hundreds of abnormal heart and lung cases to assist doctors in identifying structures during surgery. Here is lung transplant footage. Let's test an expert against Cardiopal to see who identifies key structures faster.
Professor Stephen, I'll do it.
Sure. Please, step up. It's finally here.
An 8 cm incision, fully robotic. It's more advanced than traditional methods. But technology is ultimately judged by results. Inferior pulmonary ligament.
Out of 5 rounds, I got 4 right in 7.5 minutes. Cardiopal got 5 right in 3 minutes 20 seconds. The gap is huge.
We still have a late friend, Dr. Caleb Miller, right? Professor Hall praised you to the sky, saying, you do lung transplants even he can't. Come test against Cardiopal to prove your skills, shall we?
Sure.
Dr. Miller, identifying isn't like cutting. This requires real brain power. Sure, you won't check the rules first?
Keep them, I don't need to.
He has no idea how terrifying Caleb is. He's humiliating himself.
Fine, let's start round 1.
Right upper lobe artery, apico-anterior branch.
What? Just 10 seconds. The AI hasn't even started.
How could he be so accurate? It must be a fluke. Round 2, Dr. Miller, you got lucky in round 1. Let's see round 2.
It's the ascending aorta, and the oblique fissure is incomplete. Before surgery, address the superior pulmonary vein first, then follow the interlobar pulmonary artery.
Where did you get such extensive anatomical experience?
Nothing special, practice makes perfect. My experience comes from 2,000 thoracic dissections.
Fast anatomical identification doesn't mean much. The real proof is in postoperative outcomes. I'm curious, how are the patients whose lung transplants you performed recovering now? Show us the data.
Good afternoon, esteemed colleagues. I'm the patient who had a lung transplant 5 days ago.
I was walking again in just 5 days. I've performed lung transplants for 15 years. My fastest recovery took 3 weeks before the patient could get up. These numbers rank among the top 5 worldwide.
Caleb, your lung transplants are even better.
The forum is over, thank you, everyone.
You're not even human.
Professor Stephen, 2 patients heard you were here for the forum and came specifically to have you treat them.
I agreed. It's the perfect chance to show you my world-class skill.
Professor, the patient files just came through. It's a classic mass in the left upper lobe, the location is ideal, and the vessels are clear. You'll breeze right through it.
Ha. Naturally, you must all come observe my surgery tomorrow. You'll see what true minimally invasive surgery is. A 4-centimeter incision. A crystal clear surgical field. I'll finish in under an hour.
An hour? And you're showing off? Caleb finished one in 40 minutes.
Huh? What did you say?
Oh, haha, I said. Best of luck with your surgery.
Professor Stephen, I suggest doing the surgeries for those 2 patients tonight. Finish early and put him at ease. Oh, Professor Hall, you're too concerned. Tomorrow works just as well. Oh, tomorrow's surgery. I'll enter through the 4th interspace. Then use.
Dr. Cole. Dr. Cole.
What's wrong? Why so frantic?
Those 2 patients you mentioned, they're out of surgery, they're in recovery now.
Huh? What patients? 2.
The 2 who came for Professor Stephen? Dr. Miller just managed to perform both patients' surgeries all by himself, and they were flawless.
What? I was only gone for lunch. He operated on both my patients.
Dr. Cole, did you arrange this to humiliate me? Ah, Professor Stephen, I didn't schedule the surgery, that's just Caleb's habit. When he sees a patient in need of surgery, he operates immediately.
There's still one more. The regional hospital just notified me another patient is being transferred. Right now, notify the OR immediately. I'll operate at once. I won't let Caleb steal the spotlight. The surgery was flawless. Did you all see that? That's world-class technique.
Yeah, compared to Dr. Miller, he was only twice as slow.
Dr. Yale, when you put it that way, you make me look bad.
If Caleb finds out I helped him throw shade at Stephen, I wonder how he'll thank me. Oh, you get tired too. I thought you were made of iron. If you didn't take a break soon, I was ready to call the authorities and request an autopsy for research.
The recurring quest is complete. Relying on my willpower and stamina, I performed 2 surgeries back to back and still couldn't keep going. That show new Valzers and style how important the late bloom system is to me. You had surgery too?
It took 2.5 hours.
A world-class expert performed a left upper lobectomy. Does that really take 2.5 hours?
The patient's heart arrested. We spent half an hour resuscitating him.
That still took 2 hours.
You can't question my skills. It was just bad luck. Got it? His heart just stopped for no reason.
Oh, I get it. Your skills weren't up to par, so you blamed it on bad luck. Let me see.
There's no need. My surgeries are always top-notch.
A patient's cardiac arrest can be predicted in advance. You, a world-class doctor, should know that, shouldn't you?
How do you predict something like that? Can you tell the future?
The patient was 5'7" and weighed 183 pounds. He was severely obese. With that body type, you have to watch for cardiac hypertrophy, especially left ventricular hypertrophy. The pre-op echocardiogram showed hypertensive heart disease. This indicates mild myocardial injury. There is insufficient coronary blood flow. In an obese patient, the heart contains more fat, making ectopic pacing more likely. After opening the chest in an obese patient, cardiac output drops. Hypoxia and hypercapnia alter myocardial excitability. During single lung ventilation, mediastinal swinging can trigger arrhythmias. Near the hilum vagal tone is already elevated. Every one of these factors pushes the patient closer to cardiac arrest.
Fine, there were signs before surgery. But what about intraoperatively? My anesthesia depth was appropriate. 1/10
of a milligram of fentanyl and a double lumen tube. The intubation took nearly 5 minutes. That's far too long. The fentanyl dose was insufficient to suppress the intubation stress response.
No. I deliberately chose light anesthesia because the patient's heart was under strain. Deep anesthesia could worsen compensatory hypertension.
A local anesthetic to block the pulmonary hilum would have been enough after opening the chest. Inject lidocaine to infiltrate the tissue around the hilum before proceeding with surgery. Infiltrate beneath the pleura at the hilum to block the vagal reflex. Or give atropine before surgery. Either approach would bring the risk down as low as possible, then why choose light anesthesia?
I have to admit, your clinical reasoning is more meticulous than that of any doctor I've ever met. It's precise down to the last detail. But that doesn't prove your skill is anywhere near mine.
A solid foundation can prevent a lot of complications. I have no interest in measuring myself against you. I'm going back to bed. If I don't sleep now, I'll drop dead.
Caleb, come here a minute. Don't rush to submit your paper. I'll go over it again when I get back. Try to make it a nationwide standard. This document, consider it my gift to you. The finest gift we doctors can give.
Professor Hall, this.
Work hard.
Caleb, Professor Hall got you. What good stuff. Open it and see. Yeah. Professor Hall's gift. It has to be something special.
Oh my God. Professor Hall arranged for us 4 lung transplant patients over the next 3 months. As long as we can perform them, we can send patients over any time.
4 lung transplant patients. The provincial hospital worked for years and finally secured 4 cases. It's like handing over our lung transplant license to Linhai Medical. 20 years ago, Professor Hall also patted me on the shoulder. Now his respect belongs to Caleb. I'll never get another chance.
Time-limited mission issued lung transplant frenzy mission details. Only repeated validation is science. Multiple surgeries are what make true skill. Within 30 days, complete as many lung transplants as possible. Mission rewards. For every lung transplant, skill increases by 5. Also receive 1 Wheel of Fortune spin. Reach a 5-star rating. To unlock additional
advanced rewards. Reach master level for 100 skill points. I need to perform 20 lung transplant surgeries to meet the goal. 4 is nowhere near enough. I need Professor Hall to help coordinate more cases. If the state won't do, then nationwide Professor Hall. Besides those 4 patients, can you add a few more?
What did you say? Add a few more? Caleb, are you sure you can handle this?
In 30 days? The more, the better.
Sure. I'll arrange it.
4 won't satisfy me. 30 days. At 1 a day I'd need at least 20.
To max out 5 stars.
Cal.
Dr. Miller. I've finally found you. Something terrible happened. Dr. Miller, Professor Steven stole your patient.
That's all?
Is that not a big deal? Dr. Yale said the patient was supposed to be yours.
If Professor Steven wants to do it, then let him. I only have so much energy, anyway.
What's wrong with him? He was fighting to do the surgery. Now that his patient's been taken, he acts like he doesn't care. What is Caleb really up to?
I did 4 surgeries today, 8 hours straight, so Caleb can only be my defeated opponent.
You're pushing yourself too hard, Professor. At this pace, even in America, you'd wear an entire surgical team out.
Hello, I'd like to ask you something, Dr. Miller. How many surgeries did he do today?
Dr. Miller? He did 2 today, then went home to sleep.
2? 2 surgeries? I worked 8 hours straight and did 4 surgeries. He only did 2, then went home to sleep. By the hours worked, I didn't beat him at all. And apparently, he doesn't even see me as a worthy opponent.
Professor, why don't you go get some rest too?
Forget it. The more I think about it, the madder I get. I'll go to the ward and check on the patient. Didn't you go to sleep after surgery?
I slept for 6 hours. That's enough.
What? The strain of doing 2 surgeries, you only slept 6 hours to recover? That's impossible. I don't believe it.
I did 2 surgeries. It only took 2 hours. It wasn't as tiring as you think. 6 hours of sleep was enough to fully recharge me.
Damn, I did 4 surgeries and stood for 8 hours straight. He breezed through 1 in an hour. Is he a monster?
Dr. Miller, what test are we doing today?
The 6-minute walk test.
The 6-minute walk test. She's only a few days post-op.
Professor Steven, why don't you come up and race Yvonne to see who's faster?
You? Are you even human?
Professor Steven, the donor lungs arrive in 40 minutes. The patient is prepped. Dr. Miller, the donor lungs Professor Hall secured are ready too. We can start anytime.
No way. 2 lung transplants at once. One is Dr. Miller's sequential double lung transplant, a new frontier in open chest surgery. The other is Professor Steven's Da Vinci robot, the future of minimally invasive surgery. How do we choose? Which one should we watch first? I'm definitely watching Da Vinci. Robotic surgery will be the mainstream someday. Better to learn it early. But what about Dr. Miller's 6-minute walk test data? Doesn't that tempt you? Henry, who do you think they'll choose? It doesn't matter. They'll regret it either way for missing the other surgery.
Colleagues, my Da Vinci lung transplant uses an incision just over 3 inches. Recovery time is cut by more than half. In today's surgery, I'll prove robotic suturing of the bronchi and pulmonary arteries achieves precision no human hand can match.
Professor Steven, I'm with you today.
Exactly, the precision of robotic suturing is beyond human capability.
The donor lungs are here. Take them straight to the OR. I'll get upstairs and prepare. We can't lose to a robot.
Let's go, Dr. Young. Let's go see Caleb Wright. You're not watching Da Vinci. Why watch that thing? I'm watching Caleb operate. That's how you learn the real stuff, by the way. Professor Steven is doing the diseased lung removal and donor lung transplant. Caleb is doing the complete transplant. Besides Steven's 2 procedures, he also has to start with the donor lung harvest.
Right, Dr. Miller's donor lung harvest takes time too, so while Professor Steven is removing the diseased lung, he may have just finished harvesting the donor lung. He'll definitely be much slower.
But Dr. Miller is famous for operating fast. I'm going to Dr. Miller's side.
Everyone, this is the future of lung transplants, minimally invasive, precise, and steady. A robot's hands never shake, its angles never deviate. Traditional open chest surgery is destined for extinction. I've spent 5 years debugging this system. Every angle, every stitch is tension, all tested thousands of times. Can human hands do that? No chance. Dr. Miller's donor lung, he can't be done harvesting yet.
On Dr. Miller's side, they've already started removing the diseased lung.
I mean, Caleb is operating personally, not some other doctor filling in.
Dr. Miller himself is doing it. He's finished harvesting the donor lung and moved straight to removing the diseased lung without stopping.
Donor lung harvesting and diseased lung removal at the same time? By himself? In my experience, there's no way he has enough time. Relax. The advantage of minimally invasive surgery is what happens afterward. So what? If Caleb is fast, I trust the quality of his work can never match a robot's.
Did Caleb grow a third eye? He actually used an anterolateral incision. The visibility with that thing is terrible. Under normal circumstances, no one would dare make an incision like that. Just watch, don't distract him.
The last adhesion between the left lung and chest wall is severed. The diseased left lung can now be removed intact.
Close the chest, take him to the ICU. That's it. It's already done. Did I just blink too much? I've been doing lung transplants for 15 years. For the first time, my surgery feels like child's play.
What about Professor Steven's team? How far along are they?
They must be opening the chest by now.
That really is slow. Slow is good. If I'd gone over there, I might have stolen that surgery.
1 lung transplant completed, proficiency increased by 5. Current rating, 1 star.
Damn. The recurrent laryngeal nerve is severed. What do we do?
The recurrent laryngeal nerve is severed. The patient's future voice hoarseness is the least of it. If it affects their breathing, it could be catastrophic.
Even hydrogel can't save it. In a case like this, the nerve ends are too short, they can't be bonded. Do we really have to cut the nerve?
I heard a nerve was severed here. Here, let me try see if I can reconnect it.
Nerve repair? You're a lung transplant specialist, you know this too?
Dr. Miller, nerve repair isn't a lobectomy. It requires a microscope. Every stitch must be precise to the micrometer. Our professor spent 5 years just getting started. I urge you to think carefully.
Why are you so clueless?
Caleb, you can do this.
You've come this far. How will we know if we don't try? The recurrent laryngeal nerve. The severed ends are too short. Standard epineurial suturing won't reach. Pulling them together would tear it again. Bridging or rerouting would impair other nerve functions. The only viable option is rerouting. Dissect retrograde beneath the brachiocephalic trunk root behind the carotid artery, then reanastomose it at the laryngeal entry. Fascicular repair.
He's performing fascicular repair.
Few doctors in the world can perform it. He's just an ER attending, yet he dares to do this.
He's incredibly arrogant. He's going to fail.
It's reconnected.
I spent 5 years developing Cardiopal to prove machines outperform humans. In 20 minutes, you overturned it all.
The machines and materials are excellent, but humans have remarkably dexterous hands. We don't need an assist system for everything.
Stop talking, move. I need to keep operating.
Professor Steven, be careful this time. If you sever the phrenic nerve too, it'll be hard to reroute and repair it.
Close him up. Your nerve repair. Where did you learn it?
Same as I said before. I practiced at home. Five in the first week, 5 lung transplants, 6 in the second, 7 in the third, 8 in the fourth.
Whatever it takes, give me another transplant patient. Right away.
Professor Steven, Dr. Miller has completed every patient we could transfer from our center and the neighboring center. He treated every one of them, not to mention you. Even Professor Hall's patients are waiting in line. Professor, then shall we?
Let's get ready to head back. If I stay any longer, I'm afraid I'll lose confidence even doing appendectomies.
How are you feeling now? Does it hurt to talk? Not at all. I speak even more clearly. Now, I used to sing off-key all the time. Now I can hold a tune perfectly, doctor. This isn't something serious, is it? Why are so many doctors here to see me? Don't worry, they just came to learn from you. Don't overthink it. Dr. Miller, these numbers are almost identical to a healthy person's. Are you sure his recurrent laryngeal nerve was severed?
I stitched it myself. I'd know better than you if it was severed.
I've read EMGs for 7 years. I've never seen a recovery this good. Your repair basically restored the nerve.
Is he even human anymore?
Professor, what did you just say?
I said, Caleb, is he even human anymore? Don't make me say it a third time. What he did is nearly impossible for a human to accomplish.
Lung transplant frenzy, timed mission. 6 hours, 47 minutes remaining. 32 completed. 5-star rating bonus premium reward unlocked, ready to claim.
Today's the last day. 32 should be enough, right? However, there are still a few hours left in the window. One more would make it safer. Too bad. Donor lungs don't just appear on demand.
Caleb, your modified nerve suturing technique, when I get back I want to write a paper citing it. Would you mind?
Not at all. If it helps patients, that's all that matters. You made it.
Uncle Caleb, Mom, Dad, and I made this for you.
Thank you all.
Congratulations. You earned a patient's sincere thanks reward, 1 golden scalpel and 1 prize wheel spin.
A golden scalpel? Sounds like a big deal. Let's finish up. I need to see it. Where are her test results? Let's see how much she's recovered. How's her recovery? Her FEV1, FVC, is 85%.
How much? Anything above 83% is considered normal.
85%.
She's post-lung transplant only 1 month out and already 2% above normal.
She's recovering remarkably well. The first month after surgery is the most critical. You're already where we'd expect at 3 months post-op.
Dr. Miller, if she
feels fine from now on, can she come back in 6 months?
In 30 years of lung transplants, I've never seen a patient recover this well, yet my patients are still on anti-rejection drugs at 6 months. Waiting 6 months for follow-up is overconfident.
Bring in the other follow-up patients. I'll see all 5 or 6 got it.
Patient 1, lung function, 81%. Patient 2, 83%. Patient 3, 84%. Patient 4, 85%. Patient 5, 87%. Patient 6, 86%. 6 patients. Not one below 80%. Unbelievable.
All look fine. Take your meds on time. Come back in 6 months.
Caleb, you actually remembered to eat. You've been doing back-to-back surgeries at full intensity all month. I'm afraid you'll starve on the table.
You've got another surgery this afternoon. You need food to keep your strength.
No way you have a lung transplant today?
No. Just a few routine lobectomies for a change of pace.
Caleb, you did so many surgeries last month. Your paycheck must have been huge. You must have made a fortune. You got what you wanted.
I guess it was decent. I haven't calculated the exact amount. But let me remind you of something. I'm not like you.
Caleb, with your skill, you could easily do what I do and fly all over the world. You'd make tens of thousands per surgery, and tens of thousands per lecture. No exhausting hospital shifts. And you'd make more money.
I like being in the OR. Running all over the place means doing hundreds fewer surgeries a year. That's not worth it.
I did a rough calculation. Caleb, this month alone you did 32 lung transplants, 28 double lung transplants, and 4 single lung transplants. For each double lung transplant, you get $6,666 and $5,000 for each single lung. Your lung transplant surgical bonuses alone came to $206,000.
$26,000. In 1 month you've made what takes me several countries to earn.
After taxes. Even after taxes, it's over $100,000. That doesn't include lobectomies, tumor removals, and the rest. Altogether, I'd estimate it's close to $300,000.
What he makes doing surgeries at Lenhigh Medical in 1 month would take me 3 countries to earn. I can't compare with you in anything anymore. I can't compete. Caleb, walk us out.
Walking us to the parking lot isn't enough.
When Professor Hall left, you walked him all the way to the front gate. Now you're only walking me to the lot? Don't I look cheap enough already?
Come on, I'll walk you to the gate.
Heh, heh, heh.
Caleb, there's something I need to warn you about.
What is it?
Yvonne's lung transplant. You know the donor lungs were taken by Victor Vance from EverHealth Pharmaceuticals, right? Then you got them back. This time, Professor Stephen and I are going back to the States to operate on him. He's got complicated connections and he's ruthless. He's been keeping tabs on Yvonne's recovery. I suspect he hates you even more. Watch your back.
Thanks, I understand.
Caleb, next time I come by I won't compare myself to you. I'll learn from you instead.
Sure, text me when you get there.
Caleb, what's this on your computer?
A paper? Why?
You just finished that paper on the sequential protocol. Professor Hall hasn't implemented it and you've already written another 90,000 words and it's all substantive.
That paper summarized last month's surgeries. This month I completed 32 surgeries. I had to write something.
32 lung transplants in a single month, then you turned around and wrote a 9,000-word paper. Are you some perpetual motion machine? Don't you eat or sleep?
Of course I eat. I had lunch with Stephen and his team today.
32 lung transplants in a month, a 9,000-word technical paper, and he still eats on time. How does Caleb make it look so effortless? Caleb, this title is way too plain. An exploration of sequential double lung transplantation, practical details, and lessons from 32 postoperative cases. I'll give you a killer title. Check this out, an original, world-leading sequential lung transplant technique that single-handedly improves postoperative outcomes. Worldwide, publish that title and it'll blow every reviewer's mind. World-leading. Single-handedly. Put those words in the title, and who could resist reading it?
It's too long. And it'll make people think I published it just to brag.
It's called academic marketing. You have the skills. What's wrong with selling them a little? I've written papers for years, all thanks to that marketing trick.
Dr. Cole. The title of your paper on the reverse modification technique was certainly eye-catching. A novel recurrent laryngeal nerve repair technique, the world's first independently designed repair procedure for transection injuries of the recurrent laryngeal nerve. I could never come up with wording like that.
Of course not. I polish your titles and you fill in the technical details. We complement each other.
This one's not bad. But the technical details aren't precise in a few places. After my surgery this afternoon, I'll revise the technical sections.
These sections are a little vague. You caught that after one read. You don't miss a thing.
In the vertical mattress section you described the standard technique but with a reverse tension modification. The needle entry angle isn't the conventional one. I'll revise it and send it this afternoon.
I've written papers for 15 years and today, you told me to my face that my technical details were wrong. The funny thing is, I'm not even mad, I actually think you're right. Caleb. Before working with you I considered myself our hospital's best medical writer. After working with you I don't even dare pick a title without thinking twice. Paychecks are out, 27,000 in bonuses, my total pay top 30 grand. I've never earned that much in a single month. I got 15,000, 6,000 was my old ceiling. Dr. Miller, with your surgical pace, anesthesia barely has to work, and I get paid twice as much. Are you scheduling surgeries next month? Dr. Miller, what about you? 182,000 pre-tax. About 150,000 after tax. 180,000. That's a year's pay for me. Keep working hard, everyone. We've got more surgeries next month. Half my life. I, Caleb Miller, finally don't have to worry about rent anymore.
Time-limited mission settlement complete. Heartfelt patient gratitude reward has been issued. The golden scalpel can be obtained through peak surgical performance, heartfelt patient gratitude, and other methods. Effect: when surgery reaches perfect level using a certain number of golden scalpels can break through the surgical limit. A new realm beyond perfection. This realm is currently designated Hall of Fame level.
Hall of Fame level. There's a level beyond perfection. What could that even mean? I can't wait to see it. The golden scalpel is incredibly hard to earn, and its effect is ridiculously powerful. I only have one right now. I'll need to complete several more missions and stockpile a few more.
Bonus rewards unlocked. Basic system functions activated. National surgical leaderboard unlocked. Progress 5/5. You can view your surgical national rankings. More functions require further unlocking. Master Level 4 Pressure Vacuum Suction Intubation Linhai Medical Rank, Number 1 Bayun Province Rank, Number 7 National Rank, Number 106. Expert Level Giant Pulmonary Tumor Resection Linhai Medical Rank, No 3 Bayun Province, Rank, No 29. National Rank, No 631. Master Level Bundled Procedure, Linhai Medical Rank, No 1. Bayun Province Rank, No 5. National Rank, No 74. Perfect Level Sequential Double Lung Transplantation Linhai Medical Rank, No 1 Bayun Province Rank, No 1 National Rank, No 4.
Perfect level lung transplant. Only 4th nationally. 3 people rank ahead of me. Who are they? Douglas Hall. Or the other pioneers? Paychecks are out, 27,000 in bonuses, my total pay top 30 grand. I've never earned that much in a single month. I got 15,000, 6,000 was my old ceiling. Dr. Miller, with your surgical pace, anesthesia barely has to work, and I get paid twice as much. Are you scheduling surgeries next month? Dr. Miller, what about you?
182,000 pre-tax. About 150,000 after tax.
180,000. That's a year's pay for me.
Keep working hard, everyone. We've got more surgeries next month. Half my life. I, Caleb Miller, finally don't have to worry about rent anymore.
Time-limited mission settlement complete. Heartfelt patient gratitude reward has been issued. The golden scalpel can be obtained through peak surgical performance, heartfelt patient gratitude, and other methods. Effect: when surgery reaches perfect level, using a certain number of golden scalpels can break through the surgical limit. A new realm beyond perfection. This realm is currently designated Hall of Fame level.
Hall of Fame level. There's a level beyond perfection. What could that even mean? I can't wait to see it. The golden scalpel is incredibly hard to earn, and its effect is ridiculously powerful. I only have one right now. I'll need to complete several more missions and stockpile a few more.
Bonus rewards unlocked. Basic system functions activated. National Surgical Leaderboard unlocked. Progress, 5/5. You can view your surgical national rankings. More functions require further unlocking. Master Level 4 Pressure Vacuum Suction Intubation Linhai. Medical Rank, Number 1 Bayun Province Rank, Number 7. National Rank, Number 106. Expert Level Giant Pulmonary Tumor Resection Linhai Medical Rank, No 3 Bayun Province Rank, No 29. National Rank, No 631. Master Level Bundled Procedure Linhai Medical Rank, No 1. Bayun Province Rank, No 5. National Rank, No 74. Perfect Level Sequential Double Lung Transplantation Linhai Medical Rank, No 1 Bayun Province Rank, No 1. National Rank, No 4.
Perfect level lung transplant, only 4th nationally. 3 people rank ahead of me. Who are they? Douglas Hull? Or the other pioneers?
Professor Hall. You know my mentor's longtime friend, the top name in lung transplantation, Douglas Hall. Let's go, Grandpa's waiting for us, yeah.
Friend Nelson, it's more complicated than I expected. A second surgery, plus a thoracoabdominal aortic aneurysm, it's nearly 4 centimeters wide. A Bentall procedure is possible. But the standard approach probably won't get him through it.
Professor Vance, is there another way?
I do know a surgeon in cardiac surgery with remarkable insight. His technical skill may not surpass mine, but his creativity makes him ideal for unconventional patients and procedures. I'll ask him.
Howard is already an insurmountable legend in cardiac surgery, and yet he gives another surgeon such high praise. I'm curious about this surgeon. Who exactly is he? Caleb Miller. The ascending aorta lies so far back I can't reach it through the usual approach. Every time, I have to spend 30 extra minutes exposing it. Do you have a solution?
You could try going in through the space between the aortic root and pulmonary veins. First, place 3 suspension sutures. Pull the aortic root and right ventricle slightly apart. That'll open up your view.
That space is normally off limits. What if you damage the pulmonary artery wall?
I know what I'm doing. The pulmonary artery wall is tougher than you think. As long as you cut parallel to it, you won't cause any damage.
Oh. Caleb, you're amazing. This saved at least 20 minutes over my old method. I've been in cardiac surgery for 30 years. What I learned from today's surgery is more than all those years combined.
Dr. Vance. Don't look at me like that. There's always more to learn.
Exactly. There's always more to learn. Haha.
Thoracoabdominal aortic aneurysm, diameter, 4.75 centimeters. Dissection starts in the ascending aorta, it extends all the way to the aortic bifurcation, right. Coronary ostium compressed, right. And this is a redo. Standard surgery requires full chest dissection. The patient won't survive, the bleeding risk is extremely high.
My friend, can this patient undergo a combined Bentall procedure? Can it be done?
Not conventionally, it's a redo with an aneurysm this large, open his chest, and he dies. The only viable option is to combine a descending aortic stent with balloon occlusion. Normothermic aortic arch graft replacement. The key to this plan is the occlusion sequence. Occlude the distal descending aorta first, then the proximal end. Otherwise, acute left heart failure. Also, for the compressed right coronary ostium, we need an intraoperative backup plan for a temporary vein bypass. If the ECG after occlusion shows ST elevation over 2 mm, do the bypass immediately, don't hesitate.
Genius, you're a genius, wow. My friend, I'm at Heart and Vascular now, the patient is right in front of me. That plan of yours, I ran it through a simulation, the logic is flawless. I've never seen anyone who could, in 20 minutes, take such a complex case and break it into actionable steps.
The window for descending aortic occlusion is only about 20 minutes. Beyond that, the kidneys and spinal cord are at risk. The graft diameter must match the native vessel. The margin can't exceed 1 mm. For the abdominal aortic anastomosis, do the distal end first, then the renal end, otherwise, you can't control the anastomotic tension.
Caleb, are you done?
Yeah, just finished, Director Professor. What's going on?
Nothing serious, there's just something we'd like to discuss with you.
Who's this? Could this be related to Professor Vance's case? Or has something changed here at the hospital?
Have a seat, let's sit down and talk.
What's going on here?
Caleb, he's the CEO of Nelson Pharmaceuticals, Mr. Nathan Nelson, 45 years old, the highly innovative cardiac surgeon Professor Vance mentioned. That's him. He's way too young. He can't be in Professor Hall's generation. He should be a senior expert around 60. Dr. Miller, sorry to bother you. My father has Marfan syndrome. He's currently admitted to Heart and Vascular Medical Center. According to Professor Vance, this surgery will be extremely difficult. Professor Vance said you can handle unconventional procedures. That's why I came to ask you to operate.
Professor Vance mentioned it to me. The aneurysm is 4.75 centimeters in diameter. The dissection extends from the ascending aorta all the way to the abdominal aortic bifurcation. The right coronary ostium is compressed, and this is a redo surgery, correct?
Dr. Miller, you've already reviewed the case.
I reviewed the scans Professor Vance sent. A standard procedure won't work. The only viable option is normothermic balloon occlusion of the descending aorta combined with normothermic circulation for a synthetic graft replacement. We also need to prepare for a right coronary artery bypass.
Professor Vance was right. What's in this man's head doesn't match his age at all. His abilities must be unfathomable. Dr. Miller, don't worry about the logistics. I've already coordinated all the arrangements. If you'll take the case, we can discuss your fee.
Let's not rush. I'll check my schedule. I have a lung transplant tomorrow and an urgent surgery the day after. Both patients came here from out of state specifically for me. No one can replace me. The earliest I could go to Heart and Vascular would be the day after next.
Doctor, if you're willing to take the case, I'll personally reward you handsomely.
This isn't about money. If I abandon this surgery, at least 2 patients could lose their lives. I can't justify that. Those patients came here because they trust me. I can't let them down.
Tristan, Nora. Tristan, this is. You two are.
Nora and I grew up together. Grandpa Nelson and Mr. Nelson, they're both like family to me. Caleb, I knew it. The person Professor Vance mentioned had to be you. For Grandpa Nelson's surgery, you have to help us. Caleb, you can't do anything either?
I'll see what I can do. Tomorrow, I'll perform both the lung transplant and the gland surgery. The day after, I'll fly to Heart and Vascular.
I knew you'd step up, Caleb.
Aortic aneurysm diameter 4.75 centimeters from the ascending aorta all the way to the abdominal aorta. The right coronary ostium is compressed. A second surgery. Who here is confident enough to take it on? I can handle the lungs, but if we can't get past the heart, we still won't get him off the table. If only Autumn Leaf were here.
Caleb, Heart and Vascular wants you to come in and help plan the lung strategy. Can you get away?
Sure, the first flight's tomorrow morning. You'll arrive in the afternoon.
That was easy.
I'll have both surgeries done tomorrow. I'm not scheduled the day after.
Okay. I'll see you then.
Elder Nelson's case. The repeat trauma to the lungs does carry a high risk. The sequential lung transplant approach could work. We can use it to work backward and plan how to dissect the adhesions. We'll need to redesign the surgical approach.
Who is this guy? I don't recognize him. Did he come to the wrong place?
He really came. But he's only an attending. Can he really join an expert-level surgery like this?
You finally made it. I was afraid you'd miss your flight. Professor Hall, you're quite familiar with this young doctor. You even came out to greet him. Douglas, who is this? The one I told you about, the one who performs sequential lung transplants, my student. Caleb Miller, Mr. Nelson, has the person I asked you to invite Autumn Leaf arrived yet?
Professor Vance. We've already brought him in. He's already here.
Autumn Leaf. Caleb Miller is Autumn Leaf. The one who argued with me on the forum about the modified Bentall procedure sent me a document saying this part could be modified. You're Autumn Leaf?
Yes, Professor Vance, I received the document. Three core risks: Marfan syndrome, systemic vascular disease, a thoracoabdominal aortic aneurysm's risk of rupture, a second surgery's adhesions and compounded trauma. Unless we address all three, this surgery is a gamble. First, a descending aortic stent with endovascular balloon occlusion, combined with normothermic circulation for thoracoabdominal aortic graft replacement. The key is the order of occlusion: distal first, then proximal. If we reverse that order, left ventricular afterload will spike and the patient won't survive surgery. Second, Marfan syndrome makes the aortic wall fragile. The standard SUNS procedure has too many anastomoses, so change it. Reduce the number of anastomoses with a sleeve wrap technique. Protect the graft's anastomosis with a native vessel. That reduces tension. Lung protection is straightforward. Use the sequential double lung transplantation approach to plan access. First, address the region with the worst adhesions. After opening the chest, prime with autologous blood and stabilize the left lung with positive pressure ventilation, then proceed with the cardiac work. At least the lungs won't hold us back.
He broke an impossible operation into 6 steps, and for every step he found a corresponding improvement. No wonder Douglas takes such an interest in him. The younger generation is incredible.
Looks like I worried for nothing. Every word he said hit a critical point. Tristan didn't lie to me.
That's all.
I approve Caleb's plan. Pre-op prep this afternoon, surgery tomorrow morning. This plan of yours. After hearing it, I feel like all these years of my academic research were for nothing.
We only need a bedside assessment. I'll see Elder Nelson this afternoon to confirm a few details.
You've been hiding your talents.
Caleb, your incredible Nora was absolutely stunned.
Doctor, how old are you?
45.
45? And you dare take my case? Howard, that old codger wouldn't even dare.
Daring to is one thing, being able to is another. The surgical plan, I've run through it 6 times. Rest assured. I've already prepared the equipment list. Also, I want Dr. Vance and Carter Ross as assistants. I don't work well with anyone else.
My assistants have worked with me for decades. Every step is second nature. Bring in your own people. I won't know their rhythm.
Then we'll work differently. I'll be lead surgeon. They'll assist me. You can be second assist.
You'd be the lead surgeon? This kind of surgery, I've performed it for 30 years, and you, a 45-year-old attending, are telling me you'll lead? Howard, when he performed lung transplants, I was right there working as his surgical assistant. When he performed a Bentall procedure, Raymond was right there too, working as his assistant. If you think I can't do it, then draw up a sample surgical plan. You take the lead. But if you can't pull it off, he'll take over, right? You're saying you'll lead? Are you confident?
I'll review the details. One last time tonight. I'll operate tomorrow. You be my second assist. At my pace only you can keep up.
Fine, you lead. I'll be your second assist. A 45-year-old taking over as my lead surgeon. Has the world gone upside down? Still studying?
Some anastomosis sequences differ from the standard Bentall. Let me confirm it one more time.
Be honest with me. This operation, how confident are you?
70%. If Raymond and Carter assist without any problems, it could reach 80%.
70%? Howard wouldn't even claim a 30% chance. You're the only one who can do it. I'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Are you sure they can keep up with you?
Don't worry.
He chose these 2 as assistants, and it looks like he was right, because whoever else he chose, they couldn't keep up with his pace. Preserve the supraortic branches. Trim the graft into a C-shape, end-to-side anastomosis sequence.
Normothermic circulatory arrest. Prepare for cannulation.
This step wasn't in the plan.
To keep air out of the aorta, I added it on the fly. I forgot to write it down.
Add one more step on the fly. He casually stabilized the entire course of the surgery. What's in his head far exceeds what's in the written plan.
Restore circulation.
4 minutes, 13 seconds. 4 minutes, 13 seconds? And at normothermia? Even under deep hypothermia, my fastest time was still 19 minutes. I've never seen anyone move that fast.
The modification simplified the operative steps while preserving the brachiocephalic vessels. It reduced the number of anastomoses and, with aortic wrapping and endocardial techniques, naturally shortened the circulatory arrest time.
When I was learning this procedure, he hadn't even been born. Now I'm standing beside him as his second assistant. I can't even retract as fast as he passes instruments. It's time for a new generation. Oh, he dissected it twice as fast as I expected. That aneurysm segment was fused to the abdominal organs. It would have taken me at least 2 hours to dissect it cleanly. He finished in 40 minutes. The younger generation has surpassed us. How did he manage to make every incision miss the nerves and major vascular branches? It's like he has the thoracic anatomy engraved in his mind as a 3D model. His precision is unbelievable.
Master thoracic anatomy knowledge activated surgical field identification accuracy 98.7%.
Left phrenic nerve vagus nerve branches. Small vessels around the aorta celiac trunk branch locations. He mapped every one of them.
1 stitch, 2, 3. Every stitch passes precisely through the graft and the matching point on the native vessel wall.
No adjustments. No do-overs. When he sutures, it seems he doesn't have to think at all. The vessel replacement is complete.
Next, we'll control the bleeding.
2 hours, 27 minutes. 2 hours, 27 minutes, extensive thoracoabdominal aortic replacement. The standard time is at least 5 hours. He cut the time by more than half. This is a completely different surgical approach. This man isn't performing surgery. He's deconstructing the patient down to their physiology, then rearranging it from scratch.
Today, I've truly seen that there's always someone better.
Now comes hemostasis. Once circulation is restored, every anastomotic leak and needle hole bleed must be handled one by one. We can't rush this step.
The first phase is complete. Now comes the hardest part, Caleb. How will you handle it? Be ready, hemostasis is where things can go wrong. Check the equipment, blood supply, and emergency meds. Verify every last one. If an anastomosis bursts open, we have to start emergency circulation within 30 seconds.
Let's begin restore circulation.
Blood is the most unforgiving test. The slightest deviation in any stitch will show under high-pressure circulation. From the aortic root down to the descending aorta, this is the most critical and complex part of the entire surgery. Under standard technique, we'd expect at least 3 or 4 bleeders. Not a single one. I don't believe it. There's a bleed. Before I could finish, he'd already sutured it. He kept staring at the exact same spot. Was he waiting for me to notice? No, he wasn't waiting for me to notice. He was already looking for it himself. When you did the anastomosis just now, you'd already anticipated the tension of every stitch.
Yeah, wherever the tension was uneven, you reinforced it with a half stitch so there won't be more than 3 bleeders.
Bro, it's been over 5 hours. Why haven't we heard anything?
No news is good news. Professor Vance said the surgery was expected to take 12 hours. We're not even halfway there.
12 hours? Can Dad's body handle it?
Whether he can or not depends on Dr. Miller and Professor Vance's surgical skill.
Uncle, Auntie, don't worry. Caleb has never had a problem during surgery. If he gives his word, he always delivers.
You operate and I'll be your second assist. I even volunteered for it. Isn't it time for a new generation? It already has one.
Hemostasis is complete. Close the chest.
I'm 63 years old. I've been performing surgery for 40 years. Today is the first time I've ever said this to someone else in the OR.
The lights are out. Wasn't it supposed to take 12 hours? It's only been a little over 5.
Don't panic. We'll talk when the doctor comes out. Dr. Miller. Professor Vance. You did all you could.
Why is he stealing my line? Isn't that supposed to be what we doctors say? We really did all we could. Did you misunderstand? The surgery was a success. He's out of danger.
Caleb. Grandpa Nelson is okay.
Yeah. The surgery went better than expected. We finished in about 5 hours. We're closing him up now. If observation goes well, he can go to the ICU.
Thank you. Dr. Miller. Caleb, you should get some rest.
Yeah.
I've performed surgeries for 40 years. Today was the only time I stayed second, assist the whole case, and I didn't feel diminished. Your modified technique. Could you write it up? I'll submit it for publication. Sure.
I'll send it once it's organized. Thanks to all our
Esteemed experts and mentors, the old man's surgery was a success. We've prepared a lavish thank you banquet. If you don't mind, please join us for dinner, Dr. Miller. You have to come. Without you this time, my dad couldn't have made it through the operation.
I'm going to pass. Enjoy yourselves. One more thing. You'd better all stay at the hospital tonight. Don't go too far.
Dr. Miller, is there some risk after surgery? Given my dad's condition.
I don't have to tell you. You should know that. The first 3 days after surgery are critical. Don't overthink it. I asked you to stay not because I expect trouble. It's because the patient may wake up tonight.
Dr. Miller, are you sure?
If nothing goes wrong, he should be extubated later tonight.
Extubated? After thoracoabdominal aortic replacement, extubated in under 24 hours? Caleb? That estimate of yours is way too optimistic, isn't it? How is that possible?
Whether it's optimistic or not, we'll know tonight.
Nurse. The patient's awake. Alert and oriented breathing is stable. Annie, Grandpa's awake. He's really awake.
Blood pressure stable. Heart rate normal, oxygenation index 98%. He's really awake. At this point, he's already off the ventilator. Caleb said he'd wake tonight. And he actually did. After thoracoabdominal aortic replacement in under 12 hours, he was extubated and awake. In 40 years of surgical records, I've never seen this tonight. I'm rewriting the record. After thoracoabdominal aortic replacement, walking within 24 hours. I'm practically retired. This is the first time I've written a postoperative note like this. It's never too late to start.
His knee flexion is nearly normal and he's breathing without compensatory strain. You can go home now. Once you're home, follow my rehabilitation plan and you'll walk normally within a month.
Dr. Miller, this is a small token of our family's gratitude. Nelson Pharmaceuticals is willing to pay you $5 million a year to be your private medical consultant. You choose the time and place. We won't interfere.
I appreciate it. I have money. Patients are still waiting in line. I need to get back.
I told you Caleb isn't interested in money.
The core of the staged rehabilitation plan isn't speed. It's stability. Each stage has clear criteria for moving on. If the benchmarks aren't met, we go back to the previous stage. Elder Nelson had a strong foundation, which is why it worked for him. For an average patient, the timeline would be 2 to 3 times longer. My flight back to the hospital is booked for tomorrow morning. Thanks for all your hard work. These two really think alike. They messaged me at the same time. But getting these two messages proves my late bloom comeback is complete.
Emergency Department. Level 1 alert. Complex penetrating trauma to the great vessels. Hemorrhagic shock. Vital signs are unstable.
Dr. Miller, this patient has injuries to both the heart and aorta. We discussed it among ourselves, but no one felt confident.
Let's go. I'll take it. I used to want nothing more than to leave the hospital, but I've changed my mind. More than 200 patients in this country are desperately waiting for a chance. The strengths and weaknesses of overseas techniques still need to be verified. All the challenges are just beginning. My scalpel will never stop.